Could Rift Heroes be the mixed reality survival horror Horde game that you've been looking for? Well, it seems I've got 5-10 minutes to spare, so I might as well give you my honest opinion on my thoughts on this game.
Get away from my cat!
And there's no need to thank me, well, maybe subscribe.
Save the cat!
So story-wise, obviously there's lots of zombies and different monsters that come attacking, but you're basically going from location to location, opening or having these rifts open in front of you, and then having to hold back the hordes of creatures that come forth. I believe Rift Heroes is a free-to-play game, and as you would think from that, there are coins and the like that you can collect in order to buy certain upgrades and the like. To be fair, there are quite a few upgrades to be had, and obviously lots of money to be bought in real money in order to get them. But you can actually gain these coins whilst actually playing the game, but obviously it will take you a lot longer. And this obviously will depend on your ability or wanting of grinding through the game and stages. Starting an actual game is actually pretty cool for the first time. You see these massive like guns and all on your arms, and you're able to fire them either automatically or even manually. This works quite well. I quite enjoy using the actual weapons, and when I got upgrades, although they didn't feel immensely different, you can see slight changes in the actual weapon, like the Gatling gun, and you can definitely feel the power upgrades as you go along. And speaking of upgrades, as you go along, as I mentioned, those duels, as you defeat the different creatures, you basically fill up this meter, and when the meter fills to the top, you get to choose from a selection of upgrades, i.e. more weapon damage, more bullets, more health, things like that. It's pretty standard, but it does work quite well. It also has a neat effect, which I'll come back to a little bit later. I will say that I've had a few crappy days this week, and I've been able to come home, put this on, feel safe in my surroundings because I can see around me, and just destroy a load of different creatures, and almost feel kind of satisfied doing it. I don't need to come home and play it for hours on end, just blow off a little bit of steam. It did actually kind of help. The different stages were kind of okay. They were different places, like a car park and the like, and different objects in front of you, but you never get to interact with them. It is interesting that if you move forward towards the actual like rift, you get to kind of like see bits that you wouldn't normally see just for standing backwards. I did feel that Rift Heroes felt kind of intense at times, especially when they were breaking through the rift and coming towards you in your actual living room or wherever you're playing. And this actually did bring up quite an interesting situation. As the hordes were coming through the rifts, I was backing up, and I backed up all the way to my wall and couldn't go any further. To be fair, I haven't spent a penny on this game so far, and the fact that it's free to play and you don't need to because you can collect the coins. Although I will say, if you do enjoy the game, I would, just maybe buy something small, $2.99 or whatever the lowest thing is, just to pay something back to the developers. Because if you've been playing this game for hours on end, I kind of feel like you don't owe them, but it would be nice to gift them something, wouldn't it? Graphically, I kind of thought it was lacking a little bit. It wasn't the best I've seen. I mean, far not the worst I've seen, but it definitely isn't the best. The main thing that I really enjoyed about this is when you get the upgrades in game, it kind of pauses the gameplay. And at times this can be when the horde is actually in your space, as in your living room or wherever you're playing. And when this happens, it actually triggers quite a decent effect where they're just paused and you can look round them, you can get close to them, look round them. It's just interesting being able to see the whole thing there and then. Almost a little bit scary, but it's actually quite cool. It's just a shame that it's just a little bit low quality, that's all. Sound wise, I don't know, it's kind of voiced if you count the little bits of voices here and there. The sounds of the guns and all are quite cool. Obviously the zombies and the other creatures make noises, that's all okay. It's pretty standard stuff, to be honest. Now, I think we're probably needing a score somewhere around here, aren't we? Okay, so it's quite good gameplay. It is free to play. Yes, they're asking you for money for, you know, if you want to like skip a lot of the different things and get all the decent stuff straight away. But I mean, it's free to play. They need to make their money. You can do it all without spending a dime, I'm guessing, and I've had some pretty good fun. So I think for me, I'm going to score Rift Heroes a 7 out of 10. It's quite a good little game. I put it on to de-stress myself, and so far it's kind of working okay. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments on the Rift Heroes, whether you'll be picking it up. It is free to play, so it might be worth just a bash anyway. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll be seeing you on the next video. See ya!